Greetings, everyone. I have not done a live stream on this channel yet, and I figured, why not? First time for everything. Um, yeah, the title of this is DBS off at night versus DBS on. In my last video, I talked about having the DBS off at night, and it totally helped my voice for like the first five, well, let's see, four days to help my voice. It kept helping my voice after that, but my essential tremor at night started to affect my sleep. And I would wake up in the morning and I would start feeling tired already. And then like a week and like 9 days after doing this, my daytime energy started suffering bad. I would get super, super tired during the day and have to take a nap. Um, so yeah, I had to turn the DBS back on at night, and my sleep started getting better. But my voice is kind of back to the slurriness a little. Okay, more importantly, the tremor. My tremor with the DBS off at nights and then turning it back on during the day. Um, my tremor was amazing. I basically had like 99% relief. But again, it affected my sleep. So the past couple nights into this experiment, like I said, I've had the DBS on at night, and my sleep, like I said, has gotten tremendously better, but my tremor is starting to get a little worse. As you see, if I have a certain like that, if I have a certain posture, like I was trying to play a song just a few days ago, I was jamming out to the tremor, and it's subtly back in my right hand, even my left hand a little bit. But yeah, when I had nighttime off, daytime on, voice was better, tremor was better, sleep quality not so good, which is weird because it's like, man, it's like, what's going on? Is my brain at night? It's not used to having the tremor out. So there's like heightened tremor signals and heightened activity in my brain, and my brain can't concentrate on REM sleep and deep sleep. But with the DBS on at night, my brain has doesn't have to worry about tremor activity and can do all of the background restorative sleep stuff. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm at. And again, this is my journey, and I'm wondering if you out there in the audience have tried, if you have DBS, have tried turning it off at night, and whether or not you've had success with um, having a restful night's sleep, or you're sleeping all out of whack. So I messaged my doctor today Actually, I messaged my PCP and my neurologist, Dr. Wozniak, and I'm wondering if there was a best of both worlds scenario where I can have the DBS off at night. And what is it? Taking a low dose of melatonin, maybe? Or I've taken trazodone years ago for sleep. So I wonder if that needs to be thrown back in the mix. So my brain can just totally rest. I mean, that would suck to have to take a medication, but I'm looking for um, optimal tremor relief and obviously optimal sleep. We can't go without good sleep quality. So that's where I'm at. Um, yeah. What else can I add to this? Yeah, so it's interesting. The brain, in doing these experiments with the DBS off at night and the DBS on at night, I have not turned. You've seen on this channel, you've seen on my videos where I turn the stimulation off and on. I haven't even done that in like 3 days. My stimulation has been on nonstop. I haven't even turned this on, um, whatever remote I had. I haven't even turned it on because if you notice when you turn it on, it connects and you get a little sensation, right? So I haven't even touched that because I don't want to skew any of the data, if you will. But so yeah, again, it's interesting that the brain, if I'm using the term correctly, habituates. The brain gets used to the tremor, or I'm sorry, gets used to the DBS, and it almost gets like where it just lets some of the tremor signals go through, I guess, because it's so used to it. Um, but as you know, as I found out, if you or if I have the DBS off at night, when I turn it back on in the morning, it's my my brain has it can't get used to the settings. Again, it's almost like a reboot or a reset. So I think that is the key to my optimum tremor relief with the DBS. It's like I'm almost there in figuring this all out. So as you've known, I've gone, all these adjustments. Recently, I had like three different adjustments, and we were trying to dial in with the algorithm with the Illumina 3D. And it was kind of like, why fix it if it's not entirely broken? And I think me and my neurologist, we opened up a rabbit hole and we didn't need to. Like doing the Illumina and getting all these new settings turned out to be a little detrimental in my journey. We stepped back a bit. So for weeks now, I've been on my original program going into all the that Illumina stuff that we did a month ago. So I'm no longer using the Illumina settings. I'm straight up using all the original settings going into those. Um, so yeah, you if you're early on in your journey and you use the Illumina, and you get success with it. I think as you start out there and your brain gets used to it. But I think honestly, my brain was so used to the original settings before we went into this, and my thumb just trembled, only in a certain position. There it is. um, yeah, my brain was just dialed into the original settings, and the new stuff, it didn't want any of it. So I told my neurologist, I'm just gonna keep the original non-luminous settings. So when I see him next month, mid-September, we're gonna I'm gonna request that we erase all those Illumina settings, keep the original setting, and honestly, if I could figure out this sleep on and sleep off stuff, um, I'm really only gonna need a boost in my right hand. My left hand has been amazing. And again, especially if I keep the DBS off at night and have uh well, again, I don't have good sleep though. So the idea is to have DBS off, get restorative sleep, and then man, that would be the hope, right as rain. Um One last thing. So when I do see the neurologist mid-September, I'm going to request maybe just have duplicates. You can have 4 programs, and I'm hoping to get duplicates of that original program because, in all honesty, when you turn the DBS back on in the morning, it is a huge rush. It is like almost too much. When I turn it off and on, there's not a lot of time elapsed. So my brain can get back in the swing easier. But when I'm sleeping and have it off for like 8 hours or whatever, and then turn it back on, it is just an immense rush, and I can't even handle it. I mean, I'm sitting there for like a minute or two, and it's just like I have to like brace for it. It's like, all right, here we go, click. And if you have DBS, you know that it ramps up. If you don't have DBS, okay, yeah, it ramps up. But now I'm like, man, I wish there was a way to adjust how fast it ramps up. Cause it's like, if this is where I gotta be, and then I click it, it's like that. So we're going like 0 to 60 in like 5 seconds. And I wish there was a setting, and if any of you Boston Scientific peeps are watching, I wish I could adjust the ramping. That would be awesome. I'm gonna have to talk to my representative. If there was a way to adjust the ramping speed to where it would just ramp like slow. Um, I mean, like, give me a minute, you know, because I'm at like amplitudes of like 13 and 14. And yeah, I imagine it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 14, boom, I'm there. Like that's how fast it ramps up. I wish it was like 1, 2, 3, maybe even slower, 4. Like, oh, it's just too intense. My lord. So I'm hoping that when I see the neurologist again, is I can get these separate programs that are basically duplicates And, you know, program one, it's like low amplitude. Program two, it's a little higher. Program three, it's even higher. Program four. So this is like my version of ramping up slowly. Um, in the meantime, and hopefully Boston Scientific can make an update. I don't have the other remote with me, but hopefully they can make an update and make the ramping up speeds more gradual. Uh, But that's where I'm at. That was a long-winded live stream, and do I have anyone watching? No, I have no one watching. But there you go. I'm going to post this as a regular video, and uh, and the camera quality is not that good. I am in the process of getting my computer fixed, so I'm using my girlfriend's computer, and camera is just on the computer itself. It's not ideal. It is not optimal. But again, the story of this live stream is looking for optimum tremor relief. And obviously, along with optimal quality of life. And for quality of life, sleep hygiene and sleep quality is paramount. We all need that in our lives. So that's where I'm at. That's what I'm after. Hopefully, me sharing these stories and help you out. If you have essential tremor, know that there is hope out there. If you have essential tremor and DBS, know that you can keep tweaking to the point of, man, this is near 100% relief as you can take it. We're all unique. I'm different. Um, with my DBS journey, and I am, a lot of you out there, but hopefully me sharing my journey again can help you out. And until then, I will see you next time. Thanks again for watching.